You're watching WMAR 2 News.
I'm Megan Knight with your WMAR 2 News update. A violent weekend in Baltimore with 7 separate shootings, including this triple shooting on Saturday on West North Avenue, where 1 man was killed, 2 others were hurt. There was also a shooting on Friday on West Saratoga that killed 1 person. And just yesterday, police say a man was shot and killed on Chelsea Terrace in Northwest Baltimore. We spoke to community leaders who blamed the violence on city policies and lack of opportunity.
The children have nothing to do. We don't have any programs. We don't have any after-school programs. We don't have no program dealing with mental health or any of those things that need to be done in our community. So this is what we're getting in our community is chaos.
Now, the latest homicide and non-fatal shooting data provided by the city shows there is a year-over-year decrease in both. So far this year, Baltimore City has reported 120 homicides compared to last year, where the number was 176. Well, tomorrow, the Maryland Transportation Authority is expected to vote to approve changes to the estimated cost and timeline to rebuild the Key Bridge. The cost jumped from an initial $2 billion up to $4 to $5 billion now, with a completion date of late 2030 instead of 2028. The original estimates were made just 2 weeks after the bridge collapsed in 2024. A change in national economic conditions and an increase in material costs were cited as reasons for the higher price tag and the extended deadline. Well, Maryland stands to lose millions of dollars in federal funding that goes towards permanent housing support services for the homeless population. Jake Day, the state's Secretary of Housing and Community Development, says that money is used to help groups like the elderly and disabled residents. He says without it, thousands of people could be forced back on the streets.
Our primary objective right now is to get Congress to act to reconsider this Congress is considering right now a path forward that would potentially continue the grants as designed in the last fiscal year. That would be the best case scenario.
Day says he doesn't think Maryland will be able to fill that funding gap. The U.S. Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Scott Turner, defended the cut, saying the funds are only fueling the homelessness crisis and said, quote, incentivize never-ending government dependency.
Well, we are starting off the holiday week on a very dry note filled with sunshine. Those clouds are going to gradually thicken up later today, especially towards the evening. But we keep skies dry and quiet today. Things are going to change tomorrow. Highs will be hitting the mid-50s this afternoon. Same for your Tuesday. However, we welcome back more clouds, and we also will be dealing with some scattered showers. It looks like the coverage of rain picks up tomorrow afternoon, so the best time to travel tomorrow will be in the morning before a lot of this rain arrives. It's not going to be a whole lot of rain. We can expect light to moderate rain at times throughout the afternoon into the evening, but some of this activity will stretch into Wednesday. So if you have plans to travel on Wednesday, you'll likely be dodging those raindrops. And early in the morning, don't be surprised if you hear a few rumbles of thunder. Your 7-day forecast. We are drier for Thanksgiving Day and for Black Friday, but boy, we are dropping those temps down into the 40s, feeling like the 30s when you factor in that wind chill. Friday morning is going to feel more like the teens and low 20s. So if you have any Black Friday shopping plans, you want to make sure you are layered up. Megan?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you, Stevie. Well, the longest running high school football rivalry in the state is back. Tune into WMAR 2 News on Thanksgiving morning for the Brooks Financial Group annual Turkey Bowl. It's Calvert Hall versus Loyola, meeting for the 105th time. Coverage will start at 9 o'clock Thanksgiving morning with the Turkey Bowl game day presented by the Catholic Review. Randall Newsom, Jack Watson will be your host for all the behind-the-scenes action right before we kick off Turkey Bowl at 10 o'clock. And you'll find the latest on the top stories of the day by going to WMAR2news.com. And for your news and weather while you're on the go, be sure to download our app. Thanks for watching. I'm Megan Knight.